What is going on, everybody? Struggler Gaming. I'm Jonathan 8035, and welcome back to GemCraft Frostborn Wrath. This is episode 27, I do believe. Let me check yet. Yep, this will be episode 27. Alright. So many videos that I just lose track of numbers. I actually just got off work. It's a brand new day, and I made a copy of the save and tried out an endurance on V1, or no, V2, sorry. Yep, V2. And I got about 40,000, so I gained like 20,000 in total. So, a little less than 40,000, but I still gained about 20,000 XP. But that only gave me almost 2 levels, or a level and a half, because I'm about halfway through it, so it almost filled me up twice. Which ain't bad. But if I remember correctly, what I was saying last time was we were going to go for true colors. And, yes, and slowing, which would have really helped out on that test. Slowing is N5, and we went ahead and did N5 for our first run through. Now we just got to do the endurance of N5 to get the stash. And then we'll have slowing gems at our disposal as well. So this gem right here. This one's crit, this one's bleed, this one's slowing. And then true colors is over at J1. We can grab that up, and that's right here. So we're filling out our skills a little bit more. So let's go here. We got J1 here. Got N5 here. J1 we still have to do twice. We had to beat it first time, of course. But we are doing N5 first to get the slowing gem. Okay, main skills, we're just gonna keep, where is that? Actually, do I even have poison on this? Yes, I do, because I already beat it, obviously. So, let's go into N5 here and get the stash, which is in a decent spot, actually. Huh, surprising. Not really, I kind of thought it was there. It's been a while, though. It has been a little while. Okay. So I'm going to do kind of what I did on my first playthrough of this last episode. And we're going to block most of this off. Yeah, forcing them is always a good thing. We don't want them to come over here, obviously. And we don't want them to come down here. We might have them come down closer to there, maybe. I don't know. Just have them go in the first entrance here, because I'm actually going to use this to build with. I do not want them to come this way, or this way, or this way, or this way. No. As long as they can make it. Okay. And like I said, I plan on building here. Having second thought. It's a lot of armor. Okay. So, we're just going to put a couple towers here to chip away its armor. Our main tower is going to go here, though. Yes, I think this works out pretty well. And we might as well pick up a little bit of mana. So, we'll slow them down. Then we'll mana drain a little bit. Not too much. That should be fine. Slow. Mana. Sorry. Okay. Now, main gem. Honestly, I think we did pure crit. Pick grade 4. Surrounded by 1s for right now. And of course, get some purples going. I was actually able to make 2 grade 2s. Which is weird, because then I should have been able to make grade 3, but that's okay. This is going to get me a little bit of mana. Not too much. But a little bit. Okay. I'm putting barrages on all of these to increase the special, so they pull more mana. I do want these to slow down a little bit more. Over top of this. Yes, drain me some mana. More mana. Very nice, very nice. And we're getting through a little bit here. Alright. We're already at 33 waves. We really haven't made too much of a dent into this. Kind of I can lower the armor enough and then bolt with this, but we are starting to struggle a little bit here. Mainly because this Wraith is really just pissed me off being on the field. And that's gonna help. I wish I had a little bit more mana. That's okay. I wonder how the best way of doing this would be. I might not get slowly. Alright, we got our beam. Okay, we're doing some damage there, but we're not doing enough damage yet. Just holding a little bit longer. Oh no. Okay, we got that up another level. And of course we have a shadow. Okay, now we have that. We might be good. We're gonna send all the waves here. Immediately put a 4 on that. Put a 5 on that. Put a 6 on that. Put another 4 on that. Put another 6 on that. Another 5 on that. Finish her up. Yeah. That's okay. We got what we wanted. We got the wizard staff. And we made 8,000 XP for that. So now we have flowing at our disposal as well. Very nice. N5 came in handy. Alright, J1. J1 has true colors. Alright, so J1. I remember this map. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to block this off. Right? Hold on. Yes, block that off. Block that off. Block that off. Block that off. Block this side off. Block this off. Block that off. Block this off. So basically everything from here, 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 and here, which is the bottom route, will come in this way. And come up, around, and back down, and around. Everything from this monster nest, this entrance here, this entrance here, this entrance here, as it comes in, will all come around this way. Whereas this one comes down this way and around, and of course, this entrance right here. They all come through here. Nice spot. So, what I'm going to do is do a mana farm. We're going to put a slow mana. Not going too hard on this mana farm. Not really a mana farm, it's just to kind of keep mana up a little bit. Our main gem is just about right here. Yeah, I kind of figure I can't build it there. Right, so instead of that, we put it down one. No, we can't do that either. We do that one. I think I could do that one. Yes. Blocks it a little bit, but hey. We're still good. Okay, and we're gonna stick with a mana mana armor. We're gonna do mana armor tearing. Yeah. All right. Alright, getting there. Alright, now we don't have to worry about that. But I do kind of want to limit the amount of monsters coming through all these ways. If this has time to fill, they'll get a couple extra kills, lowering the amount that come through. I'm gonna put a 6 on that, increasing it to 138 armor reduced per hit, which honestly they're not even close to that yet, so every monster pretty much has 0 armor at this point. This does reduce armor with every hit. It's not by much, it's more of a mana gain than anything else. That is by design, obviously. 6, 6. I'll wait for another one before I do this one. We're just going to hit U to upgrade, and then 6 to put a barrage on it. As soon as the barrage is ready, there's barrage. And now we got 3 grade 4s with barrage. So they're getting 3.28 mana per hit. Ain't bad. To slow them down a little bit more. The slower they are when you're going through here, the more mana we're actually going to get. Of course, we could freeze them on there and hit them with the whiteout spell. Either way, it don't matter. We already won this. Got 2 shots. I've got 1 shot. I've got 3 shots ready to go. Yeah. We're actually good to start upgrading these to level 5. They're getting 4.52 mana per hit at a grade 5. Decent amount. Could be better, could be worse. Obviously, the more skill points you put into mana, the more skill points you put into trap, the more you put into some other skills as well that affect how much you get special-wise. It does help out. Alright. And within range again. Mana's going up pretty quick. But we're not gonna get a grade 8. That's kind of a shame. Oh well. Or will we? Yeah, we ended with a grade 8. I mean, yes, that was thanks to whiteout and freeze over our little trap there. Another good tactic for really boosting up is honestly getting your freeze and whiteout up enough, because whiteout does slow them as well, but also increase the amount of mana gain. So you can kind of like keep them in your mana farm, the more mana you're going to get. So whiteout and freeze really help out with that. And if you put that enough skills in there, they're going to come back faster and faster and faster. Like, you really don't get to some extreme cooldowns with them, where you can almost keep monsters in place until you're pretty much maxed out with them. Hate to say it, but they do have a max. You have to have the max out, which is, forget what it is. I think it's what, 30 for each? Oh no. Hold on. Yeah, they have a cap. And you can tell the ones that don't have a cap. The component skills, or the gem skills, I should say, like crit, mana, bleed, poison, and armor, and slowing. You can see in purple, they say no cap, because there is no cap on how high you can take these. But some of these, like Demolition, I think True Colors, Fusion, and Orb of Presence, these don't have a cap. Or these have a cap, sorry. The spells, and then I believe traps, amplifiers had no cap as well. but pylons, lanterns, seeker sense, and it's because why can't I think the name of this one? Fury? What's Fury? Is that Fury? I think that's Fury. Yes, Fury. Seeker Sense and Fury also have a cap. So, cap, 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 cap. All these have caps. Demolition. These three, True Colors, Fusion, and our Presence. Oh, maybe True Colors doesn't have a cap. I think, no, True Colors and I think these two might have no caps. All these have no caps. And then with these ones, it's just amplifiers and traps that have no cap. But these do. I do believe. Something like that. Anyways, we are moving on to True Colors. And we're going to try to get that done right now. We have J1 Endurance, correct? Yes. J1. I kind of moved my spreadsheet around, so I was looking at a different area. Yeah, so J1 Endurance, let's go. Same map we just did. We're going to hit it on Endurance and get True Colors unlocked. This should be a relatively easy one. Oh, only 100,000 hit points with 10 armor. Dude, the armor's trash. We're kind of doing the same setup here, because I actually do kind of like this setup. Force them, force them. I don't want them going that way or that way, definitely not. That should be everything. Yeah, I don't think I forgot anything. Okay, cool. We are going to need to be beaten on this. I'm pretty strong here. It's got 100,000 hit points. I mean, it should be relatively easy to get through. There's no armor to really slow down us getting through that. As well as, I gotta make sure I get my amps here. I don't think we're gonna do mana. Well, at least not in trap form. I think we're going to do mana poison. Yeah, mana poison. And you might say, well, why not do mana on the armor tearing? That way you can shred the armor, that way you can get that little bit of extra damage if you're having this be your kill gem. Again, I said it, I think I did mention this a couple of episodes back. If you read poison, it ignores armor to begin with. So, that 6 poison damage over 9 seconds, that ignores armor. Now, if I had a pure poison gem, I'd have to think if it's just the poison effect that ignores armor, or if it's the damage itself. Because with the mana, I don't think that 33 out of 61 will ignore armor, not without beam and barrage, or beam and bolt helping, of course, because beam and bolt ignore armor. We're just going to do a simple grade 2 armor tearing right here for right now. That is going to go into a trap to get rid of armor eventually here. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to make a grade 2. This can't quite hit it yet. But we already got rid of that armor that was on there. Now let's just do a smaller gem to kind of do a little bit of damage to it. I don't know, how about a grade 3 mana gem? As long as it's not shooting monsters, it can just do little bits of damage. That's fine. Right? But soon enough, this will be hitting that. I think we'll save up. Actually, there we go. And That should be good. 2 grade 3s for right now. Slow them down. Make sure they, yeah, take that armor. I want to save up the 4,500 to get this up to a grade 5, or a grade 6, sorry. Oh. So actually, that would be enough to reach that, and if not, yeah. Alright, now we can hit that at all times. And this is going to be a kind of easy one here for us to do. Nowhere near as tough as the last one we did. Scared to get through, I was gonna kill it. I hate the shadows. I really do. We don't have what we need to take out a shadow very quickly yet. So, I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to get the skill tone true colors before the shadow appeared. There we go. We got our next skill, true colors, which has no cap. Okay, yeah, so residence and true colors both have no cap, but all the other ones do up top. All of these have no cap. All of these do have caps. And then amplifiers and traps are the only two down here that have no cap. So we're missing crit, bleed, fury, right? No, fury's over here. Jesus Christ. Ice shards. Yeah, that's ice shards. This is the spells. So ice shards, fury, and seeker sense. So we are getting close to the end. So ice shards, this one right here, is in H4. Fury over here is in E2. Critical hit up here is in B5. Seeker sense over here is in D5. And bleeding right here, that's an I4. And an I map tile is very hard to get. Think of everything I did last time to get into Z5 by unlocking Z4, but down in the E map tiles even harder. Alright, and that's gonna do it. We definitely got quite a bit there. I'm gonna have to look through and see if we need any talismans that we could probably go for. Looking at this currently, let's see here. So G4 had a lightning mark. Oh, G4, we haven't done that yet. Wait a minute. That unlocks map tile F. From map tile F, you get F2, and F2 gives you strength in numbers, which is a battle trait, but we can't go any further into F from this route. But this does have a level 55 lightning mark. H5, which we don't have access to yet either. H is unlocked by doing L5 here, by the way. Has a 79 square line mark. J3 has a 57 line mark, which we're not really using a line mark, right? Yes, we are. We might have to go for J3. J2 has a level 69 claw mark, so that'd be a 79 claw mark. That we aren't using. Claw marks are this marking. That's what I call this one. It looks like claws. Lightning mark is what I call this one, because it, you know, it's this squiggle kind of like a lightning bolt. I just called this one simply square line because it's kind of a square with a line, or some people call it kite. I probably should have just called it kite on there. It would have been a lot easier than writing out square line, to be honest. I called this one spade marking. Obviously, because it looks like a spade. I believe that's what I called that one, right? I'm double checking. I believe that's what I called it on my little walkthrough. Yes, I called it spade mark. And then line mark is obviously the single line. And that covers all the marks. So, judging by my walkthrough, if we do J2 and J3, because they both have claw mark and line mark. Well, we don't really need claw mark, which is J2, but we do need J3. So we might, I think next episode, we'll go to J3 and get that one. And then we might do G4 as well. And like I said, G4 has in it, Jesus Christ, I gotta find it on here because it has the 55 lightning mark. So it'll give us a lightning mark and a new... They're so far away from each other. Yeah, a lightning mark and a new line marking. I think that's how we'll do it. Just for the chance to get higher talismans right now. Hopefully get rid of this one. Maybe get rid of this 35 here since we got 2 in the 50s. Which will up our stats a little bit more that we're getting. Hopefully get some actual decent stuff here going. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope everybody liked and enjoyed this walkthrough so far and can kind of see on how using this walkthrough really does help out quite a bit to figure out, okay, this has a really powerful talisman in it. I'm going to add plus 10 to it to get it, 10 higher. So instead of getting a 79 square line mark from H5, I'm going to get an 89. Damn near perfect. And, back, once you get into like A5 and A6, you're getting a 96, and A6 actually gives you a level 100 claw marking. A5 gets you a 96 square line mark. They're already like super high, so they're guaranteed to be 100. So, well, the one's guaranteed to be 100 without shadow cores. The other one you can put a shadow core in to make it 100. And then you have fields like A2, or sorry, A1 gives you an 88 line mark, which would be a 98. F5 gives a 97. That's a no mark though, so you probably don't want to up that one. I1 gives a 79 square line mark. D3 gives an 89, which would be a 92, or a 99. Wow. D1 gives an 82, which would be a 92. You know, so on and so forth. So once we get down these later, tiles here, we'll be doing this all over again, upping our stuff even more. Ooh, that was a mouthful to kind of go over of why it's kind of important to follow the walkthrough and not follow it, because there's really no way to predict what you're going to get for your random drops to what you might want to use in your talisman slot. It's more the line of looking at the guide, like, okay, I'm using this talisman, and this talisman, because I only got the, first set unlocked, to boost myself up on some stats. I'll go for this wizard stash, and that wizard stash, to increase rarity quicker. And then also kind of planning your route of what battle traits you want to go for, what skill tomes you want to go for, and stuff like that. And also knowing what wizard stash has shadow core, so you can just open it up right away without worrying that you're gonna get a level 71 line mark. And like, if I would have known that was in there, I would have added 10 to that to make it an 81. Get my point. So yeah, I am sorry about the rambling. I'm just kind of trying to stress how important my guide actually is to pay attention to what's in every wizard stash. Once you have that knowledge, you can work a lot of things out. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video of GemCraft Frostborn Wrath. Have a good week.